having this vision. I've been having this vision. Either rise or you fall. I'm on a mission, bringing my dreams to fruition. I ain't playing at all. Bring out the body bags. I'm about to kill them, deliver them to the mortician. I gotta do what I gotta do. That's for my face, back in my face. I gotta do what I gotta do. I pray to God, He never came. I'ma do me, I'ma do me. That's in my blood, I'll never change. That's in my blood, I'll never change. That's in my blood, I'll never change.
Welcome to the 805 Post Show here on the North Shore of Oahu, and what a day it was for pro surfing. The women's competition had quite a shakeup today, and the waves were incredibly rippable, had some solid size in the morning, maybe trimmed down just a touch, but was still an all-star day. To return to Sunset Beach, it's been over a decade since we saw Rosie suit up here and compete at the top 17 level. Joe Trappell, Rosie Hodge, Makua Kai Rothman here for the 805 Post Show. Where do we begin, Rosie, with the day that, I mean, I'm scratching my head. When was the last time we saw the tour shook up like it was today?
Oh, this was huge. I mean, to see all 5 rookies on the tour into the quarterfinals, it was a massive shakeup. All 3 world champs out of the event in the early rounds. Yeah, I'm very surprised.
And what about the level of surfing that you saw today, Makua? I mean, it's been over a decade since we saw the women out there. They're back, and what was your reaction to their performance?
It was amazing. I mean, I seen some of the girls just absolutely ripping. You know, they're hitting the lip. They were putting it up in the critical section of the wave. I mean, they were commanding respect out there today, Joe.
I think I'm about to put you both on the spot as we check out the finals day bracket for the semifinals. I want to know where the winner is going to come from, which side of the draw, because we've got some fresh faces that are in this position for the very first time. Malia Manuel, the vet, will take on Gabrielle Bryan. Bottom half, Brisa Hennessy, just second year on tour. Getting started has Betty Lou Sakura Johnson. Makua, going to you first.
I can tell you where the winner's going to come from. They're going to come from Hawaii.
Doesn't matter what side of the draw. Well, look at what we have here. We've got a bunch of Hawaiians in that final side. So great answer. Rosie, are you going to get specific here with the top or bottom?
I love the rookies, but I feel like I just want to see Malia get that championship to a victory that she's been, you know, scratching so hard for, and she's been in such beautiful form, catching up with her on the glass. She has this look about her at the moment, Joey.
Excited. Let's talk to one of the rookies that will be on finals day. Betty Lou is with the Woz.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, Betty Lou, you must be tired. It's been a long day of surfing physically, but how are you doing mentally?
Oh, my brain is exhausted, but nonetheless, I'm just super stoked to make it to the next round.
Well, a huge next round, obviously, into the semifinals. Tell me about your relationship with Ross and what was going on in the water, because he told me that was the most vocal he has been with you in any event.
Yes, I had to sit on my opponent at the last couple minutes because at Pipeline, I didn't do that, and that cost me the heat. So he's making sure I'm not making that mistake again, and I'm trying to not let that happen as well.
Well, that's nice that you can kind of rely on him for that mental support out there. But going forward, you're very young, but you surf with such poise, such power, and such technical ability. Is it just the breeding ground over here in Hawaii? Is there something in the water?
Ooh, it might be. I think just because we surf these big waves, they're powerful, they're strong. It's like nowhere else, really, and we have to adapt to it, and our surfing has to match it to be able to surf these waves. And just keep practicing.
Stephanie Gilmore noted that at the beginning of her career, having the waves in her backyard helped her, catapult her into having good years. Do you believe that for yourself here, coming from Hawaii, starting the year?
Yes, I do think that starting from home is always a strong start, because you know the waves, you just know the waves and you know the water and you know what to do, and kind of just plays in your hands, so you just gotta surf smart. But yeah, I think starting at home is always gonna be strong for every surfer.
Well, congratulations. I hope to see you back here on the glass getting into the final.
Thank you, Strider.
How cool is that? Betty Lou Sakura Johnson getting the win in an all-rookie matchup. India Robinson took down Sally Fitzgibbons, so Betty Lou definitely knew she had her hands full with this one, Rosie.
Yeah, India so impressive in that matchup with Sally, bringing in some of that similar form. She's also from one of those open ocean breaks with Bells Beach at her backyard.
So we saw Betty Lou kind of steady through the first half, but she didn't really quite get the lead and all that momentum till the back end of the heat, McCoy.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the look on her eyes on the glass there, Joe. Before that interview, I seen a little sneak peek on the screen. She has the look of a machine right now. I mean, she looks so focused. The look in her eyes that I just seen on that glass right there is the look of a champion.
Great to see that all-rookie clash. I mean, how often do you get this many rookies in a final series? Betty Lou, Sakuda Johnson getting the win because of that 6.83, and she'll get to be in a championship tour semifinal. And it's crazy, you know, with that topic Strider brought up, she's still trying to learn how to not make the same mistakes twice. She's still such a Grom in that nature. Her surfing's there, her ability's there. We always knew that. And she's only going to get stronger. We saw Ross turn things around with John, where his consistency changed a lot, and he stopped making little mistakes and winning more heats.
Yeah, just pointing that out. I mean, for Ross to be in the water and really tell her, close out the heat. Because you look at the heat totals there, I mean, it was within grasp for India to get that score. So, yeah, you need that aggression at the end of the heat to not make that same mistake twice.
We had more rookie battles that were fun to watch. Gabrielle Bryan had a local at Sunset Beach, Luana Silva. McCoy, this was a highly anticipated matchup. You see Lulu all the time here at Sunset Beach. She was hoping she was going to get this win. What happened here?
Gabriella just had the power and the flow. I mean, she had a one wave up in the excellent range. I mean, I think they both had one excellent score each. Gabriella just dug deep and got the higher backup score.
But how smooth is Luana? Definitely a great result in her second stop in her rookie debut. She has a nice punctuation mark on those combinations. Just couldn't catch up to Gabby Bryan today.
Well, both of these women having to surf through the elimination round. So they surfed 4 times today, and that energy level definitely takes a dip when you're expending so much. Gabby Bryan, I mean, that water took ages to fall. That spray of hers is just insane.
Crazy to look at the numbers from these rookies maxing out the scale. Usually they don't give away these excellent numbers, and they're forcing the judges to throw excellent. Luana, hats off to her. She had the high single score, 883, and Bryan packages a solid two-wave combo to get into a semifinal. And McCoy, remember her hot streak in the Challenger Series? She made so many finals. Her consistency is not just now, it started last season as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that heat right there, Joe, I think it was speed and flow versus power and consistency. And I think the power out here in Sunset is what gave Gabriella the lead in that one.
So we're still wondering what's going on with our world champs, you know, kind of putting through the paces with the rookies just taking things over today. I mean, is there one standout upset that surprised you the most, Rosie? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think everyone's fantasy team took a hit when Carissa Moore went down.
That's what I was going to say, Joe. It was really surprising to me to see Carissa fall out in that round. I mean, she narrowly got out of her round 1 heat too. Moana Jones put up a strong fight. So, yeah, it's been such an interesting day. It's just so weird to see Carissa fall out of this round.
And it was against Molly Picklum, who got the call-up late to the championship tour. She's young. She's excited about competing. But I don't think anyone saw Carissa losing today.
Yeah, I mean, that first wave came down to wave selection. I mean, Molly had the bigger wave right here. The bigger maneuvers on the bigger waves are going to get scored higher out here at Sunset. And I really think that's what it came down to.
And just in full attack mode was Molly Picklum. Kind of has that weightless, I've got nothing to lose. I'm surfing against a 5-time reigning world champion. And she definitely created some space on the scale.
That's exactly what she said in a post-heat interview when they asked her, you know, the success of the rookies, what is that due to? She said, we've got nothing to lose. We've just got to come up against these people and make our mark.
As we check out the leaderboard, a lot of shaded names. Those names are out of the event. Big shakeup in the top 5. Brisa Hennessy, Malia Manuel into the semifinals as they'll be thinking about that bright yellow jersey that they want to get a hold of heading into the European part of the tour. But this many shaded names in the top 5 picture and even top 10. McCoy, you don't see this every day.
This is a weird kind of shakeup. It doesn't really happen like this. I mean, Moana Jones Wong up there with 10,000 points. I mean, anything could happen. She could even have the yellow jersey at the end of the day. We don't know.
Pretty wild scenario. All that big shakeup in the title race and a kind of a fresh look at a semifinal as a lot of them are looking for their very first win of their career. We're going to take a quick break on the 805 post show, and when we come back, we will go to the top 5 moments of an incredible day at Sunset Beach. Aloha, everybody, and you are watching the 805 Post Show, breaking down a wild day of competition here at Sunset Beach. Aloha. Makua, do you mind defining that beautiful word for us?
A-L-O-H-A, a little aloha in your day.
Use it as a greeting. Hello, goodbye, love. It's, I think, one of our favorite words in the entire world. There's nothing like it. And we felt that spirit of aloha today with all the locals cheering on everybody into the semifinals for the women, as we get to a really fun point where we start to guess, when are we running finals day? Today's Thursday here on Oahu. Looking at the Surfline forecast, any predictions for that, Rosie?
Do you know what? I'm going to ask the local who's sitting right next to me. Makua, you know this place better than anyone. What do you think?
Let's see. I'm not seeing the forecast here. I know that the trade winds will be here. That's usually what happens out here. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There you go. Looks like Saturday. I mean, maybe some Friday, Saturday. We got one more day left, so I would say Saturday looks like a good day. Yeah,
as we see, it says fair winds for tomorrow. That's Friday. And Saturday, still plenty of size, so a lot of pulses coming for the next few days. Surfline always gives us extra notes on which days look ideal to run. That's why we ran all day today. Quarters are already set for the men as well, so potentially first thing in the morning, we could get that call, or they could wait for the weekend, Rosie.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, 3 back-to-back massive days for the athletes. I'm sure they wouldn't mind a little bit of a break. Some of them might want to stay hot and just run straight into it. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll have to wake up and check it.
Well, it's time for the top 5 of a massive day of competition, and it's really going to be all about the rookie class. Sometimes rookies don't get this kind of treatment. You got to earn it. They certainly did today. Let's start number 5 on the list. Luana Silva battled her way from the elimination round all the way to the quarterfinals today, Makua.
She's only getting started. This girl is going to be dangerous. I mean, as soon as she gets comfortable on this tour, figures out exactly what needs to be done and how to get it done, she's going to be a world title threat, I would say.
And it was kind of scary. Elimination round, she was in 3rd. And the horn went off. She still hadn't heard her last wave. She went 3rd to 1st. Sometimes there's one wave in a year that is a turning point. That's hers at the moment. Coming in number 4, it was really cool to see India Robinson take down a vet named Sally Fitzgibbons.
This was a big upset for me. I think Sally's been so comfortable out at Sunset, and just to see India Robinson coming from Victoria region, feeling so comfortable on these bigger waves. I'm loving the first look at the rookies and what they're able to do on tour.
Really impressed to see her really show up in a big way. 7s. 2 big 7s to her name, so really had some distance between Sally. Turned that number 4 spot on the top 5. Coming in number 3, Gabrielle Bryan shines in Hawaii, Makua.
Oh, this girl just say booyah when she hits the lip. I mean, Jesus, she can rip into that lip. She's one of my favorite surfers ever. I mean, this girl's impressing me every single day, every single turn. Not just her surfing, her attitude. She's such a sweet person. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. She's a total package, Joe.
She has so much joy in her personality. Big pickup by Hurley to put that big H on the nose of her board. Job well done today. Moving on and actually taking out Stephanie Gilmore. Number 2, it's Betty Lou, and she eliminated Lakey Peterson.
Yeah, this was huge. I mean, just watching all of these rookies advance. Betty, she's got such a tight game, a good head on her shoulders, and the way that she's able to close out heats is so impressive. It's the most time that I've spent with the rookies today, just on the sand, interviewing them and just seeing their attitudes and how they approach heats. It's stone cold when it comes to the veteran competitors, and it's going to be such a crazy season watching these women compete throughout.
So fun for the rookies, dominating the top 5 and taking top honors. Molly Picklum upsets the 5-time world champion today, Makua.
These are the kind of snaps it's going to take out the world champion. She was going hard. I mean, 100% commitment right there with this girl. I mean, she impressed me all day today. You know, this turn right here, back into the powerful section of the wave, and right here she matches power with power. I mean, just absolutely gouging, laying back. That's what it takes, Joe, to move on.
Really interesting when you look at a year. We're feeling it now. We're just getting started, but we'll be referencing that heat, that early loss from Carissa, really all season. Will that be a turning point in her gunning for her 6th world title? Only time will tell.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to watch this journey unfold. This is stop number 2 on the tour, and a lot of these people are thinking about requalification now. I mean, looking at Steph after her interview, after she lost out, that's in the back of her mind.
And it's so true. Well, now we're getting to potential finals. As we said, could be tomorrow, maybe the next day. We still have some days left. Do you mind putting it on the line, you guys? Eventual event winners. Going back to the men's side, is there one name popping out for you, Makua?
All the boys are ripping right now. I mean, I'm going to have to see who's in form, you know what I mean? See who shows up with that fire in their eyes. Right now, I've been watching the girls all day. Who I would want to see win, just because of tenacity and everything, Malia Manuel. She's kind of been under the radar, you know what I mean? I mean, everybody, the rookies, been standing out. Malia's been out there on fire. She's in the semifinals against a good rookie class, and, you know, all these girls ripping.
And you mentioned Malia as well, obviously qualified a long time ago. She's kind of carrying it for the vets heading into finals day. Finaled at Mexico. She's finaled at Honolulu Bay. I'm sure her first CT win would mean a whole lot if she did it in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's going to mean a lot to her. And she is carrying that heart and that passion for, you know, her home islands.
Well, what an incredible day. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you, Makua, and the rest of our production crew. Hope you enjoyed all today's action at the Hurley Pro Sunset Beach presented by Shiseido. Will it be finals day tomorrow? Join us on WorldSurfLeague.com to find out. Aloha.
Attention surfers, please hold your position. Stand by for start.
Maybe jet ski assist today.
I'm so happy it's not ginormous washing through.
Looks like will be a gigantic day for the women here at the Hurley Pro Sunset Beach presented by Shiseido.
They're looking good the way I think. Yeah, these are great.
Malia Manuel, huge drop on the outside.
Just a few feet away from
Going aggressive right at the lip.
Serious business out there.
Betty Shreddy Lou Sakura Johnson hits it vertically off the top, flying the ponytail and all.
Let's watch Brisa. Beautiful open carve there.
Sally Fitzgibbon streaking down the line. Beautiful carve there.
Wow, look at that.
Wow, big late drop on the outside. That's Courtney Conlon. And slices it right off the top.
Tyler Wright, she's got a layback hack. Faye looks aggressive. Approach to finish. Malia Manuel setting up another clean hook.
Gabrielle Bryan taking out 7-time world champ.
Welcome to the World Championship.
Lydia Robinson crushing a big section. Good timing. Big turn there for Betty Lou. This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.